Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bad End Theater. Today our focus will be turned back to the Underling. We're gonna do as many as we can of just the Underling again today. Tell her to quit yelling. I forgot to turn on polite. Avenge your comrades. Okay. I forgot to even look at the... Okay, so we've got 3 bad endings here. Disloyal leads to Underling bringing the maiden to the castle. Oh, no. Disloyal. Hungry. Underling returns to the castle. Disloyal. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is gobble her up. Change your mind and leave. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one underling after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, thinking you'll take a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. I am a dumbass. I forgot to turn off dutiful. Skip. Eat her alive. Skip. Leave. Skip. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble." How about we just skip it instead? Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. You tell them you were just joking and clarifying that you're totally in it to win it. They say you just always are terrible at jokes. Whether or not they actually feel like killing the overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. If this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on. And while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap, like usual. It's almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat. So you do just that. She awakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. You feel terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room and find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased, only now you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You are the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as they had betrayed your overlord. The fuck? Okay, now there's coward. Skip. Eater. Leave. She's actually really nice, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. The sound just cuts out. Holy fuck. The sound just cuts out. Oh god, okay. Eat her. Leave. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up, and ask to be let out again. The Overlord stirs in her bed, while your head is turned and the demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open, to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Okay. 6 of 9, there's 3 more left. So, Underling is granted the day off, brings the maiden back, disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. Okay. Hear her out. I'm dumb. I forgot to turn on. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this again. Disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. I didn't turn off obedient. I'm a dumbass. Okay. Skip. Hear her out. Skip. Oh shit, okay. You and your friends return to notice a pair of humans have overheard the entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash to the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea, and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have any choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence, regardless of who led this conspiracy. I have no choice but to punish everyone, to keep you in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans, and then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Okay. We're gonna turn Merciful on. Hear her out. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from the one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together. Underling's true end. Merciful. Possessive. Skip. Hear her out. Skip. Okay, let's kill her. Skip. You sneak up to the Overlord's room, but there's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden. you brought to her earlier. The Overlord is distracted. You figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you'd have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Heroic end. Neat. Ooh, a what? A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found the lost letter number 3. What? I found what? My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listen to the very end. I'm grateful for that. I hope to see you again soon. Forever yours. Tragedy. Wait a minute. Have we been playing Tragedy's game this whole time? Was this made in comedy's honor? Is comedy... Okay, so I've gotten all of Underling's endings. There's not a... Well, something's wrong here. Sorry. Well, shit. Okay. Was this made in honor of comedy? Were comedy and tragedy lovers? Okay. Anyway. That is where I'm going to end things now. I think next episode I'm going to just go through and do a brute force of all endings I can possibly get. Which are 1, 2 for Hero, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Maiden, and 1 for Overlord. So, alright. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Bad End Theater, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, have a magical evening, and good night.